Dean, everyone, welcome to NFTV. Yes, welcome to NFTV, Newcastle Fans TV. We are here doing another video for your commitment. But yeah, you can see obviously by the video title, I've got a couple of things to rattle through what's happened today. So last night I made a video about Dan Ashworth. That went out, what was it, midnight? No, it was midnight, wasn't it? It was midnight. And fast forward 8.5 hours, I see him in person. Believe it or not. I was going doing to work. I park up Standard Street and I was walking doing past St James Park and then the construction site where they're currently building the stack. Who walks past me? None other than Dan Ashworth. On the phone, speaking as he walked past, looked at us and thought, is he going to say something? Is he not? But he didn't. So the reports of him being at St James Park today are true from Luke Edwards. So that is actually true. He is there. And a lot of the reports have said today that he's ready to accept Manchester United's offer, and Manchester United will have to come in for, what is it, £10 million or whatever it is, and you might get put on garden leave or whatever. But Manchester United obviously are building their behind the scenes staff, if you want to call them that, because obviously they're making moves already. They want Jason Wilcox. They've already brought in Man City, a bloke from Man City, the Spanish technical director. Sorry, the name escapes me off the top of my head, but they're making moves. So I think the one Southampton's director of football, well, I'm sure did the D. But anyways, look, the reports are that it's obviously Newcastle obviously going to try and hang on to him. Disappointed if he does go because he's only not even 2 years yet, and I don't think the project's fully there yet. And I think Newcastle are very early on in this cycle with the ownership. But obviously, Sir Jim Radcliffe wants to bring him in. Dan Ashworth is regarded as one of the best, and obviously Newcastle for me, you got to go after Michael Edwards. For me personally, he's done marvellous things at Liverpool. But, you know, for sentimental values, I'd love to see Les Ferdinand back at the club. Not in that role, but maybe something similar. I just love Ferdinand, as you can all tell. Callum Wilson. What a negative piece of news today. Do you know what it is? I'm a Callum Wilson fan, and he's getting absolutely slagged off rotten on social media today. You just got to look at his goal-scoring record. It is really, really decent. And he's not going to probably make the England squad for the Euros now. So it looks like he's going to be out to 3 to 4 months. That's not confirmed, but will Eddie Howe say something in his press comments? It's just a big, big blow, man. It's a big blow because when he plays, he scores goals. Simple as that. He's obviously got another 12 months on his deal because he signed a contract, but Newcastle, how much you want to spend in the transfer market this summer to get competition for Isak, and Isak himself can't stay fit as well. And they're both great strikers. Isak's obviously the top scorer this season with, I think it's 14 off the top of the head, but he hasn't had a consistent run for me in the Newcastle side, and it's maybe something that Newcastle need to look at. But how much money do we have? Obviously we've got the Champions League money, of course, the Premier League money, what have you, but so do other clubs, you know what I mean? It's going to be a difficult summer, but just a massive blow because people slagging him off, you got to consider what he's done. Him and Alan saint-maximin kept us up. Remember under Steve Bruce, full stop. I think that gets forgotten about. And now his injury record is awful, and his time at Newcastle is maybe running down. But I like him as a player. I think he brings something different, and I think he's a valued member of the squad, whether you like that or not. That's my opinion. Let me know if you disagree. Just the problem that he's got is injuries, and if he's fit and scoring goals, he makes the England squad at least for me. Obviously, Harry Kane's the way in front when I that, but as an alternative, second choice or third choice England striker, you take him if he's fit because he scores goals. He scores, one in just over every 2? But disappointing that, because that leaves us stretched again. And it's consistently, I say this on the last word, every single week, there seems to be someone coming back and then someone goes off injured. Hopefully there's nobody else, because if Isak isn't fit, you got to play Gordon up top. And yes, Gordon's alright, but I didn't want Gordon playing up top for the rest of the season. I want him out wide, he's more dangerous. I want Isak on that side, and even at under 21 level, because we've loaned a lot of the kids who you can only really call on. Ben Parkinson, I don't think Eddie Howe's got to do that. I think he'll rather play, as I say, a winger out of position, but frustrating, very, very frustrating. But I attended a virtual event tonight with obviously Andrew, who was hosting. Andy from our channel as well. He was on the early event. I was on the season ticket event, and it was Shay Given, of course. He must be sick of sight of me, and Nick Pope as well. And they were answering questions about Nick Pope's injury, how far he's back, and he's still got a little bit of time to come back. Shay given his memories of obviously playing in the Champions League a couple of times. A funny story about Jonathan Woodgate, and there was loads of questions from like fans asking questions. There was about 3 or 4 of them. We had a quiz. I scored 9 out of 10. Not bad. And if I got 10 out of 10, I could have went in a tiebreaker for a hospitality ticket. But that was a shame. But I got the question I got wrong was Jason Tindall ended his career at which club? And I thought this was a trick question. I didn't think it'll be Bournemouth. I thought, nah, it'll be somewhere else. But it was Bournemouth. But it was literally, not even 10 seconds to answer. You had to quickly write it in. You haven't got time to cheat. But that was good. It was an event, and I think they need to do more of it. I talked about this on the channel in the past. In the summer, I've been in one virtually. I've been in ones in person as well, especially the US tour. And no doubt they'll do that whether the club decide to go this pre-season, which would be like a holiday for me. But that was good, and hopefully they do more of it. International fans are first fans of it, and international fans, and then season ticket holders. It's nice to give something to the season ticket holders, I feel, because that's your bloodline of Newcastle United, whether you like that or not. It is that's the heartbeat of the club. But that's it. A little update for you. Hopefully we'll see one of the rest of the lads this weekend, because otherwise it'll be all me over the weekend yet again, and you must be sick of the sight of me. But maybe you like tuning in to me. Give us some love in the comments. See you everyone. Watch what you're saying. Ta-da!